Okay, right away we get a game. Perfect.
On IGS. Same
Yep.
account, right? Let me
Yep, that's
let me
correct.
find you here with my. I need to connect with a different account again, so you can play a few moves. Well, when you play against Japanese players, they usually play quite a nice style. So even if they're
Yep.
thank you, yeah, I have your board. So you play the top right corner R16
Yep.
against 9Q. All right, so far so good.
Hmm.
You can play in both corners, but
Sure.
which one is more interesting and why?
I I tend to take Q3. I don't really like a 3-4 facing a 3-4. I guess I could take a 4-4 in the upper left, but
Top left corner is more interesting, C16 or D16, because then when he takes the other corner, you can attack him right away at D5. So you have two stones against one.
ah, I see. So white didn't respond to me. My
Yeah, it's not.
inclination is to actually take R10.
R10 is good. Yeah, that's the direction of his to make an ideal extension for white as well. Wow, interesting
Hmm.
move. You can ignore this completely. Looks too weird, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you can do something with this D5. He didn't answer immediately, so you can attack his corner in two ways. One is to attach in the corner at C3. The other one is to
Hmm.
put pressure F4. And maybe it's interesting also to consider a move like C10 to pincer that approach. So he'll jump out, and you can make a combination between attacking his stone on the left and this one.
Yeah, I like to start with C10, I think, and then look at the bottom left.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's
I
a
guess
pincer is possible.
yeah, I have to attach then at C3, right?
Yeah, you can play C3 still. Also here you could play E6, the Kosumi, or separate B5. But C3 is the most common play, and it leads to some complicated Josekis. But I see he's choosing an easy pattern so far.
So I just draw back
Only
at
one option,
C4. Yeah.
C4, right?
Yep. And I never know what to do from here.
Oh,
Actually, I tend
that's a
to
strange move. In this
do something
case,
like F4.
you can attach E3 to keep him very low. He was
Okay.
supposed to play E2 or jump G3, and like this, when you clamp,
Hmm.
he has to block, and then you can Nobi or you can Atari and then Nobi, and
Okay.
this keeps him very low, and he needs to leave, and then you become strong with the wall. Just Atari D4. It's very painful for white to be on the second line, and
And
then
then do I need to extend at
yeah,
F3?
yeah, keep one step ahead. Ah, he doesn't care.
Mm-mm.
Then you should surround the corner. I mean
So like
F2.
F2.
Yeah, he's not completely alive,
Yep.
so he has to turn. Then you block in center. Now he has to play. Whoa, he doesn't want to leave. Okay, Tsume go time. Can you kill directly? You have enough liberties. Let's see. Pom pom pom. Normally you just Hane A3, then you Hane E1. He blocks. You play B1, and then he'll cut you because he's desperate.
Hmm.
So let's see a little bit. Hane Hane. Probably before you kill, you should play a move to prevent this cut, and that can be either F6 or G5.
Okay.
Yeah, because if he comes
Yeah, I
back and
just
makes life, it's just like 4 or 5 points, and his outside stones are still in trouble. Yeah, you better stay safe. That's a
Yep.
nice counter to play this kind of attach.
Yep. I actually had my mouse over it right when you said it, so it's perfect.
Yeah, the mouse knows.
So now I still need to connect, don't I?
Yeah, you need
Or
e5 here. And then he probably, I don't think he realized that his corner is dying soon. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, but your groups are connected here. So you can kill the corner. And the thing
yep.
is, wait a second, Atari, Atari, Atari. Well, he can surround you. Yeah, you should kill the corner. A3 and E1. It's quite big.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also nice to go out. Yeah, E1 here. That's an easy Tsumego. And a vital point. Perfect. Even a 20Q can... okay, how to block this thing? Don't play too quick.
Yeah, it's just G2, right?
Most of the time it's G2, but in this case you can go H2. Because even if he tries to go out, he just gives you more points. And it looks
Right,
nicer
right.
than G2. G2 is just an empty triangle. And here,
Mm-hmm.
the same thing. B6.
Just
Yeah.
got it.
So he just gave you more points playing like that. Those are too far sides. And now you block. A5.
Okay.
It could be... yeah, A7 would be a possibility too. Oh, what is he trying? Atari throw,
I
so
don't
on. No, he's just playing fast and careless.
I don't need to respond to that, right? That's
No. But you don't have to let your group surround it here, so something to go out like K or L3 would be interesting. And also that stone on the left side is pretty weak. So an option would be to jump E10. Because then you activate the edge of F6. If you don't play anything on the
yeah,
left side, he will cover at D11 and then it's difficult to escape. So maybe
right.
it's good.
Let's
Yeah,
do that.
it's more urgent to save that stone. So probably this kill in the lower left corner, it's easy to follow even for a 15Q.
Yeah, for sure. Right.
Okay, interesting.
So my inclination is actually to play something like H4 to begin to threaten the two stones.
Maybe just Kosumi J3 and go out.
Okay.
Keep him separated all the time. And now one space jump. Yeah, you don't have to try to kill right away. Many times you gotta be patient. So just connect.
Yep.
And now if he tries to cut you, yeah, he has that problem. Actually, this move still doesn't really work because his plan is to go H3 and then play G2 and then you cut and then you go Atari, he connects and you Atari. So first of all, you should play one Atari at D6 because then he has a problem with the entire group.
Got it.
Okay, now let's see, he can... So H3, maybe he tries anyway. Atari, Atari, Atari. How about a Kosumi at B9? So you're threatening to push and cut him, D7. And his group is down to one eye.
Wait, you said D9?
No, B as in boy, on the left, second
okay.
eye. Because you're threatening to go D7 next. So when you play
okay.
B9, maybe he has to play something like a bamboo connection, or he connects only D7.
Oh, I see.
Oh wait, he's trying to take away some liberties here with Atari, Atari, and Atari. So you need to play where he wants to play, which is B5. And then he still wants to push and cut. But he doesn't want to go directly because you're in a shortage of liberties. Don't forget the the way of thinking with my move, it's your move.
Right.
That's always the first thing to consider.
I should just
Yeah,
connect.
that's where he wants to go. So, and next you can push at d7 and cut him.
Mm-hmm.
So his peep didn't really help him.
No, the cut doesn't work.
It doesn't, but I think it's still sent it to push one time to destroy the eye at d7.
Okay.
So he'll either block or yeah. And now you leave it like that. So how's the liberty here? If he goes h3, you play j2. If he cuts, it's no problem. You have Atari and the other Atari and take. So you should attack that stone on the left side. What's the most natural move? To attack the c13 one.
Oh, yeah, it's probably E13.
Right, yep.
Just the cap.
Exactly, yeah. Good. If he doesn't play anything, next you go c15 and he's dead completely. And if he starts to struggle, you become stronger and you extend once in the top, and all of a sudden you make a huge moyo. Yeah, I expect him to play that move. There are some interesting options here.
So I usually just play something like C17 when I see something like this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or
yeah. It's good enough, yeah. That's where he wants to go. And if he doesn't react, next you just go, oh, okay. He wants to leave, so he has to crawl like that. It's painful for white. Just connect, because
yeah.
as long as you keep him separated, he's busy to fix his groups.
Mm-hmm.
Now wait a second, you're center right now. And the top side looks quite nice. Where would you extend in the top? Somewhere in the middle of the side?
Right around probably H17.
That's too close to the left and too far from the right.
Okay.
Should be maybe
so I guess
K or L17, huh?
Oh, okay.
L17 looks nice.
I guess.
Or yeah, that
Oops.
one is good too. No,
Sorry.
it's fine. It's pretty much in the middle. More balanced. Okay, we let him leave, so just block.
Yeah.
Keep the wall. You see, he's pushing like this, you just block. And when you make the wall, K17 is pretty much at the right distance. Now what?
My inclination is to play E17.
To resist and fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. You can also sacrifice Atari and go down. He has to play many moves to kill those two. And then you have Sente, so you can play another move. Something like R7. Because already he lives in that corner, so... But if you really want to kill, you can play E17, F17, and then he's running. But, you know, just to abandon. So people want to see a sacrifice. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It's good because you keep Sente like this. And he's just building like a few extra points, taking those stones. And if he goes down again, you can place F18 Sente 2. He needs another move. And now you see L17 would be even a better extension from that wall. Now it feels like it's a little bit closer, but it's still okay. Anyway, you're Sente. So it's big to play P16 because you have extensions on both sides. Or just extend on the right side, R7 or R6, in order to limit his moyo and then invade his corner. So it's up to
I think
you.
I'll take P16 for now. That's huge.
It's pretty big. Well, the game is over. He died in the lower left corner and without too much compensation. Now this kind of move is trying to force you connect on neutral points, which is something you don't have to accept directly. And
yeah, can I just play H14?
If he cuts, then you go here. I would play C12 first. Let's see how he reacts to that. To counter, to get a little stronger here. Yeah, H14 it's a good counter too. But this one and then D13, he'll probably block. Yeah, also D13. And now you're pretty strong here. and then h14. That's good.
Okay. I never quite think that way, to always take something else to make me a little stronger elsewhere and then come back and do the thing I wanted to
You
do.
see, he wants to take one stone and create some magic, so you can just sacrifice it. Play e12, he takes the stone, and you take center again, so you can grab another big point.
Okay.
It's good to sacrifice just to take center. That's too small for white to capture one more stone. He was already extremely thick in that lower left corner, top left corner, so he didn't need this. And now you can play something like r7 or r6. Playing r6, you leave an invasion point, but you can also invade r3. Playing r7, you're much stronger, and anyway you can invade the corner. So play tight.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay. K15. What about K15? Oh yeah, that's also an option to build the top, but anyway, black is very thick there, so we don't need that K15 right now. I knew he would invade because he's desperate here.
Okay. So my inclination is to take p6. Or is there a better option from this?
6, just jump.
Just
yeah. Let's see. Well, you can attach S8, and if he cuts one way or the other, you make a wall. But you can also play P4, and then you can play S4, and then you can jump P6. Well, the idea is if you play P6 directly, he can go S6 and try to connect. So, and would be nice for you to play something like Q7, but then you just invite him into the moyo. Q8, it's possible too. You can invade R3. Phew, there are many options here. Let's try P4.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then attach S4, because when you attach S4, sometimes he will just cut S. Oh, he plays like that. That's terrible for him, actually. Because now you can separate P3, and then he has a problem with the bottom group. That stone, R6, can even die now. Yeah, just go in.
P3?
Yeah. Always good to separate your opponent. Divide and conquer. That's the principle. And now
like R3?
R3 attach, yeah, very good. But he'll play S3, yeah. Let's see if you Hane, Atari. How is the ladder? Boom, 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 boom. Can you play a double Hane here? S2? Or just go out? You can also simply go out 04, because you put pressure on the bottom group. He can't connect under anymore. Yeah, just play 04. So you don't get surrounded. And then maybe we save this R6 and his R8 will suffer, so. Now I guess he'll play Hane, yeah, and you just block him. And 5. Because then you have Atari and capture 2 stones. He has to Nobi. This guy, it seems serious trouble here.
And now we bring out R7 or Q7 I mean?
Let me see. Push, turn, cut. I think it's nice to go Q6, then he turns left. Then wait, pock. And then attach. If you just Q7, he'll play Nobi, you Nobi. Yeah, push Q6 first.
Okay.
And like this, you induce your way out with both groups. Then 05.
Yep, just connect.
And then attach Q8. Probably we had to cut one time at entry to see how he reacts. Because it gives you an interesting force move at P2. But you can do that later. Now here, just connect solid. Q7.
Oh, okay.
So the right side is big.
I was trying to be a little too fancy.
You wanted to play something like S8. It's good like this.
Yeah.
Because you also took away a liberty from the P6 group. Now here you gotta jump out. The only move, N7.
Oh, okay.
So you don't die with this group. How is the score? Now you can make a bamboo connection. He will Nobi, of course. And then Hane, connect. Jump again. N9. Don't lose this group, that's more important.
Oh, I see.
If he plays the Hane Q9, you just take the stone, so.
Right.
Oh. He wants to hurt you here. Let's see. If you Nobi. What's the instinct? Just block? M8?
Actually, my first was P9.
P9, he will
that...
turn and push and Atari, and then you lose the stones on the right.
Right.
You
Okay.
gotta play M8 and then just Nobi Q9.
Okay.
But he'll probably play Q9 and you gotta take that stone.
Yep.
Anyway, he has a problem with this group. If you simply go down R2, he doesn't have ice. Okay, here you gotta protect.
Yep.
The other group, it's alive, but when you jump in between at J7, he has a problem with the one on the left, so he's in trouble everywhere. He doesn't see it. Just block. Because it strengthens your center.
L9?
Yeah, that's natural. He will probably move to the left. And then you should Nobi Q9. So like this, you make sure you're fine on the right side. He can't separate that anymore. And here he needs a move like R2 to stay alive. Pooh. He doesn't care. Go down, R2.
Yeah.
Then it's finished. And Kosumi, S5. I wonder if he dies Gote or not. Oh, you should Kosumi. Just S5, not R5.
Sorry.
Okay, wait a second. He can push it. But it's fine. You just play a bamboo connection P2. He can make eyes, it's fine. Self-attack, it's coming soon. Just block, huh?
Yep. I do need to learn my alphabet. Thanks, little try.
Now he died Gote, as expected. Because even if he goes S1, you just Hane T5, and then we do the same thing like in the lower left. But he's looking at those cutting points around P10 and Atari and so on. So you should know be L10. If you read what happens around P10 and the cut, when you play a move like L10, you actually you're prepared for everything. Okay, how you feel? Let's see.
So T5 first, right?
Use the space. Then the vital point. And he'll take the stone again like before. No, he doesn't. He's looking.
Yeah, I just have to cut, right? At P9?
Yeah, push and cut. It's good. So he has Atari and push and push and push, and then you block. Yeah, I was looking at this Dame Tsumari, shortage of liberties. If he pushes N6 and then he pushes Q3 and then he Hane P1, but it doesn't work. And now, to make sure the Aji is good, you can push O11. So there is no more cutting point there, and those two stones have one less liberty. What's your first instinct here?
Probably R12.
R12, very good. So he's got no base like that.
Yep.
Look how natural you build 150 points territory on the right side. Well, here there's a problem with the liberties, so in the end you need to fight a semi. You gotta play something like G1 and make sure you remove this death group in the corner. And you gotta connect.
Yep.
So all you have to do is to... Oh, wow. Wait a second. Tari... Take the call first of all. E1.
Okay.
Take one call, fill it, then play inside. Is that some sort of threat? Not really. Now play F1. You have plenty of liberties, so you're fine.
Okay.
And then you just play C1 or A1. And then when you capture the ko, he's already in Atari. And this is like a ko in many steps for him. Because he needs to
Yeah.
fight the ko and keep removing outside liberties. That will take a while. So now C1. And then take the other ko. That's a difficult ko for white to win.
Yeah.
But we've seen even worse things happening. This is wrong because now you just fill the ko, A4, and then he's got 2 liberties. Alright, let's see. If you ignore, he plays G2, then you play Atari, he goes Atari, you connect, he goes... Yeah, you're center. So let's reinforce the middle.
Okay. Maybe K10?
Hey,
Or no, wait.
J11, K might's nicer.
Oh, okay.
Because it connects very well to the top H14 and to the left wall. And you're trying to step ahead a little bit.
Okay.
If you play K10 and he goes J10, then you still play J11, so you better play J11 right directly. So he wants Atari, you connect, then when he plays the throw-in, you take. Yeah, you need to remove the group, play C1. Or you can give him those 5 stones, that's 10 points. But 10 points at this stage, it's already pretty big. Oh, you could take the stone first. And when he Atari
yeah,
J1, then you can still capture it. Maybe like this he'll understand that he has to rematch. Good. 1-0 for you. Today it's much better. I can watch probably another half game. Let's start another.
Sounds
This
good.
was a quick kill. That happens when people don't follow the proper Joseki. They just collapse.
That makes sense.
So now you're 9Q plus. And you're white.
Huzzah. Thanks, everyone. Yes, it was nicely murdered, wasn't it?
So you're playing against the low Chinese.
Right, so I usually approach at 017, so the upper right.
That's the most common play nowadays. In the past, they used to play a lot at K4 and you approach at N4 or N3. But recently, this is played a lot. And, well, I've seen this played by KGA against Yamayuta in a title match. I think it was Samsung Cup semifinals. And White played Q17. Normally, you just play Q18 and jump back at L17. And if he plays R14 at Q14, you go San right away.
Oh, so we do the slide in the in the Chinese.
Play the slide here.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Keep calm. You have you're giving home. It's okay. L17 here. Just play the easiest Joseki ever.
Right. I see. I keep trying to be too fancy and ignore the slide and then just come out to like K17.
It's also okay.
But,
yeah.
Okay.
But this way you keep it territorial. Now you can just protect the left side at C6. He will go K4. Yep. And then you gotta jump in at Q5. You don't have to let him play Q5. It's too good with 2 extensions. Like the guy did in the other game. Probably is the first Joseki we learn, no? That slide and extend.
Yep.
R3. And you see, you see that Joseki happening a lot in 17Q games and also in 9-Dan Pro games, so it can be bad. Let's see if you can do something fancy here. Too late now.
Oh, sorry.
This is good. This is fine because he's pretty low. Oh, he's trying to attack you.
Yep.
But it's not so complicated. You just press at Q6. And then you block him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you block him S2 after that. Let's see if you can play the... Oh, wait a moment. Oh, we can punish him here. Play a Hane, P7. Yeah, just Hane. And then let's see what happens if you go p2. And then go up, and then you kick cuts. Yeah, you can play p2, the vital point. Good. If he plays p3, you capture. Okay, now you can go up p3. Maybe this was his little trick, but it doesn't work. Oh, that's too nice. Just b4, no other move. And when he cuts, he just dies at s2. Oh wow. Game over. Next game. That was too quick. Atari, it's easy to answer, I guess. Good. Maybe he dies even in Gote if he connects s5. He's down to 2 liberties.
Yep.
Oh. He'll be Gote anyway.
So,
yeah, he just answered. It's Atari. You gotta connect. And he's still capture with those 4. And now you gotta look all over the board. And play another big point somewhere else.
oh, so I don't have to capture at this point.
No,
yeah,
no, you have
Sente.
4 liberties. You have 1, 2, 3 on the right, 4 with the other group, 3 with the other group. You have more than 2 liberties with all the 3 groups, so you're fine.
So then I would generally take like, I guess that's Gote though, and enclosure at c14.
That's very big. It's Gote, but it's big.
Yeah.
You can play all your moves Sente. You gotta play some Gote ones also. P17. What about P17? Okay, don't lose these guys. So let's see what is better to do. Well, if you play R1 or Q1, he will Atari from behind 2 times. So you gotta play either O7 or jump N6. Don't let him squeeze you.
See.
If you play O7, he'll push again, then you Nobi again, then he'll push again. And if you play N6, he can push Atari, but then he just invites you to destroy the Moe on the right side.
So N6 is definitely better, it looks like.
Yeah, N6, from the shape point of view, N6 is a nicer move.
Okay.
And now you block. You're in Atari. Then he goes Atari, you go out. He might play 2 more Ataris from the right side. But then he'll realize he has a problem with those 3 stones because they have less liberties now. And if he keeps going Atari and... Oh, okay. He played like that because he wants to Atari and net. So you can... Wait a second. Atari, Atari. You can just Nobi 09 because that's where he wants to play next.
Okay.
And then I guess he'll go 04. No, he doesn't. Oh, and in this case, you can squeeze him. So N4. That's so painful for him.
Oh, N4.
Yeah, it's like a fake net. And then you go Atari. So he's in pain. You don't have to kill the guy to make him suffer, you know.
Best line ever.
M5. And then 04. Wow, look at that shape. And now let's see. Either Nobi or connect solid. Indeed.
M3?
If M3 he will Atari, so you better play M4 or you can extend L5.
Okay, yeah.
L5 is interesting because now if he goes, as expected, you can just L4 and then L3 because those 4 stones are still dead. Just don't forget to remove them when you lose liberties at O2. Well, it's not the case. So block him, K2. Yeah, exactly. You just torture him. It's spectacular. I mean, if you look at that shape, that M6 looks like a grape or a dumpling. That's painful to watch. And now
I just K3, right?
Only move. Your decisions are quite easy this game. Huh?
Yeah.
So he has another grape group at M2. He can't save anything. He'll probably Hane O10 hoping you don't see Atari or something. But then you simply go out several times. Yeah.
So I'm feeling the N9, just the turn.
Yeah. And go out again.
Yep.
Baby salamander. Nice. That's a good one. So, how we kill that baby salamander?
That's a question. I would probably start at case. Oh, jump again. Okay.
Yeah, K9. Well, this group inside of M2 is pretty dead too. And with the jump here, maybe you have a nice potential on the other part of the board. Okay, we have to do something with this group also. Don't let your group surround it. So you need to jump out H4, or does it work to play? Yeah, no, just H4. Because like this, you keep him separated between. He wants to kill these guys. So just a moment. What if you just play G3 Kosumitsuke? The contact and diagonal move.
Okay.
And then you have another target. If he plays J3, you can play J2. But now we can teach him a very nice Tesuji, which is E3. The Hasamitsuke from that side. So you can either connect F2 or F4. Okay, F2 in this case. So he just got another heavy group connected to that group. Wow, he's running everywhere. Now you gotta find a move to surround this heavy group somehow and build in the same time. Well, any move is good.
I'm looking at F8, maybe F7.
F7, F8, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Good. Well, maybe he'll survive. Just block G8 and build a huge left side. Let him make two small salamander eyes. Almost alive. How about a diagonal play at H9?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Connects everything. Then he'll play F6, or maybe he'll probably try. Oh wow, he's trying this. He really wants to die. We want to let him leave, and he wants to die. So cut him J8. Normally J10, but he's trying hard to kill himself. I see.
Yeah, he seems to be.
So why not? Let's take him.
And then connect a K8, right?
So if you connect K8, he cuts through, then you connect here, and if you connect here, he cuts here, you know B. No, you better connect H8. Because when he cuts K8, you push K10, and then you can capture those two stones in a ladder. So go out. And like this, he still doesn't really have an eye. Well, he can probably still make two eyes if he really... P7.
And I can push that again
probably
from here.
He didn't realize. Just a moment, let's see. If you push, it's not better to play KMI. You also have to pay attention when he cuts F8, but you have Atari and Nobi. Yeah, you can push one more, but pak. I like KMI L12 or turn M10. Yeah, play the one of these moves. Good. Now F9 to induce your way out. And then just connect E6 or... Yeah, E6 Kosumi is good enough. If you play E7, he'll Hane, and then you gotta make the empty. This is just fine. So he still completed that with a heavy group. But he's got some... Oh, look at that. That's a good forcing move, more or less. Tari, and this, and connect. You need to play
So,
D5. D5 and then connect D5. Where he has a problem on the left side. Okay, don't lose that group. Simply stay ahead. As Kageyama says in the book. Have you studied Alessa's in the fundamentals?
yeah, I'm on the last 2 chapters actually.
Oh, good. Now here he has Atari Connect. Wait. I wonder which is the most effective way to defend. Probably H2. Because like that, he doesn't have forcing moves from the other side. If you play E2, he can still play G4 in center. But if you play H2, when he plays G4, it's not really center. And if he goes Atari like D3 or Atari E2, it doesn't bother you so much. He's still dying inside. So that's the most effective way to protect. These are little details that makes a game won instead of loss. Oh. Atari, you gotta connect. F6. Then when he plays G6, you can connect E5 and you're threatening a snapback. Instead of just taking the stone. If you take the stone, then he's Atari center. But if you play E5, he has to protect against the snapback. Or maybe he can give you 4 stones. Okay, Nobi again. Simply stay ahead. So those 3 stones die in the middle. The group is still in trouble on the left. Then you can push and snap back to destroy the eye. Or surround everything at E13. Let's see how he lives. That gives you a huge topside. And E13 is such a natural move to enclose.
Okay, I see. Just extend again, yeah. My inclination is to jump to H12.
Let's see. I think you should play Atari G13 first. And when he goes out, you can extend E14. And when he cuts, you can take that stone. Now push E14 so he doesn't go out with the left group.
Okay.
And then if he cuts G12, you just take the stone. Oh, wait a second, what's happening here? Pak Atari connect, you have 1, 2, 3. M10 here.
Oh, okay. And then just block.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Usually when you see this kind of crosscuts, it's not a great idea to play Atari. So you should just turn, like N11.
Okay.
And now Atari. Well, you have many liberties with this group, but it's good to turn. And then you should try to kill that group in the middle too. I like how he's running everywhere. But
K13
you don't have to
probably,
lose focus and K13. Yeah. No, better push L13. Take away liberty.
Okay.
Then when he goes something like N, I think he'll try N13. Like that, you just reduce the right side.
To the chat, yes, this is the most basics of basic games ever.
Yeah, it's basic capture everywhere. All right, so here Atari connect. We gotta pay attention when he turns. It's a problem. So you should play G14. He wants to play that, and when he goes Hane, L14, you have Atari, and then connect. So his group will die in the middle. Oh, he wants to run with that. Push one more. G15. and again. The proverb,
Yeah, black can't really go
yeah,
anywhere.
there is a proverb that says that strong players play straight line shapes. So you see a lot of that geometry when watching pro games or high done M14 cut here. Many rectangular shapes.
Yep.
And now K14 and connect. We need to pay attention when he goes O12 because he can Atari, Atari, and Atari.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what he wants. So now you gotta capture Q1. Good. So he can go out L15, then he dies with the other group. What else to kill? I thought we're not going to kill today, but these opponents, they enjoy it somehow. Okay, so he wants to cut you here. You should just play honey in the top. F17, kill those 4 stones, and you're fine.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, actually.
Good. In 5 minutes, I'll let you finish the game. I'll come back later to see the score.
Sure. Hopefully there's not another 125 point swing.
No way he can play some lucky Atari like that. Actually, you know, he could. He can play something like L9 and then if you don't pay attention, he plays another Atari M8. He captures that important group in the middle. Now you should snap back. G5. So you don't have to worry about D3. I remember when I was 5Q, or actually no, I was maybe like 2Q. Alright, so he wants Atari and cut, and then he wants to squeeze you.
So I should just protect the cut.
Maybe you should play one time at H10. Where he actually wants to leave, but it doesn't work. Yeah, just play H10. It's too ugly. Oh, no.
No, that's H11.
Wait, so Atari, he cuts, but you're fine. Just connect. Because he has only 2 liberties, but now he cuts, and then it doesn't work. You're fine. You can just take at H12. So I remember when I was in a tournament long time ago, I think I was like 2 or 3 or 5Q, and I was playing a guy around my level, and he was dead all over the place. And at some point, under time pressure, I think he just played some random Atari. I didn't notice. He just captured 2 stones, and he managed to save like 3 or 4 of his dead groups and kill one of mine. And it was enough to turn the game around, you know. It was similar to what happened in your game last week. You just gave him the most important group. He connected everything, and that's it. And I never had a chance to take revenge against that guy because he remained a 3Q or 4Q, and I move up to 6 down, so I never meet him again in tournaments. It's a pity. So every time we meet, you know, in some important events, he reminds me about that game. He says, dude, I have 100% against you. It's true. You gotta kill the eye, huh?
Yep.
L8. Yeah, I take my revenge through Daniel today. Right. I'm Sai watching my pupil cleaning the board here.
Well, black does have a right side and a little bit on the left, maybe.
Yeah, the right side it's okay for now, but if you start Atari 013 and you go inside, yeah, if you cut him 013 and you keep going 014 and so on, he can lose the right side. Or you can go slowly. You take S5, then you slide on the first line.
Oh,
all right. Right in time. Good. You learn a lot of cutting and killing techniques today, but you gotta be patient first. Make your group solid, and then punish them. Enjoy the rest of the session. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate these lessons.
Thank you too. I hope you become a 5Q in no time now. All right.
I'm on my way.
Good. Good luck with the next games.
Take it easy.
Ciao, ciao.
Yep, see you next week.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We got a couple games in with Cornel, some great lessons. Be sure to support Cornel if you're interested in taking lessons. He's a fantastic teacher, so sign up. Earlier in the chat, he gave lots of ways to contact him. On the screen right now, there are also some ways to contact him. And then if you feel so inclined, feel free to donate to this so we can keep this content going. This is fantastic for me. I get to rewatch the videos and learn like the difference between how I think about things and how a 5-dan or 6-dan thinks about things. And that's really, really valuable to me to improve my game. And I think it's probably interesting for you all as well. So yeah, let's keep this going. It's a really good time. And I think I am going to